Hello, this is Keith. I'm with EveningsHadowsTarot.com. If you'd like to go to my webpage, the link is below this video. This is a new board that I've done. I tried to design lots of different boards to bring different messages. I recently did one using the Magician card in the center, and it's how to manifest. Manifest a car, manifest $200, manifest $100, manifest $500. It's all about manifesting. You may need to, you're trying to find a good friend that may lead to something very strong in your life. It's manifesting a friend. I designed this board. I have been a fan of Buddha for some time. I don't consider it a strong religion with me, but the man believed in a lot of things that are wonderful and good qualities. So when I started designing this board, I just started with the face, and I didn't know exactly what I was doing. I just let my hands lead me in the direction. I knew that I wanted a candle. I did the face, and I did the candle, and then the robe. And then I knew that I wanted something to do with animals. And these are doves, white doves. And so I put, Buddha was holding a bowl, and it's with water. And you see that this dove is flown in here. There's another dove coming in from this direction. And if I'd had more room, I would have painted a few more doves. But 2 gives you the idea. I hope you'll like this. I have ordered special cards that are Oriental design to go with this. But when I finish this board, finish painting it, by the way, I am an artist. I do a lot of paintings, and I wanted something. I wanted to go ahead and try it out and see where it leads me with the tarot cards. The tarot cards I have coming are Oriental design, but they have the same messages. So I'm cheating in a way. I'm moving with these cards and going to use them now because I'm anxious to get this board out there and see how it goes. I am going to call this, read this and see if you can claim it as your message. And let's see if Buddha has a message for you. Now, I've done 2 others today using this board, and this is going to be the 3rd one. I don't know where it's going to lead me. The cards, Buddha is going to pick the cards and see where he leads us. And I don't know what direction he's leading. And I have shuffled these cards, and then I go down several cards and pick another card. The first card has to do with a church, and it has to do with a business, and this is the 3 of coins you see up here. There are people meeting and at the church. This gives me a clue that the person is religious, that that's going to claim this, that church is very important to them, and what they've learned at church and their friends. Now I take several cards and I put underneath here, so we're getting a double shuffle. The next one is the sword, and it's the Page of Swords, and he's looking around. This shows that looking for truth is what this is. The sword cuts through directly to the truth. The page only tells us what he's doing, and you can see he's looking into the future. So we have a person who's religious, a person who believes in truth. Let's see where else it's leading us. We never know where the cards are going to lead us, the tarot cards. The next one is sword again. It's Queen. All right, the Queen has a way of understanding what's going on in your life and having sympathy and listening to both sides of the story. The Queen will listen to both. The King will oftentimes already have his mind made up. He's all-knowing, and he will tell it just like he sees it. And but he's rather abrupt. The Queen has a way of approaching things to give you a message where it doesn't hurt your feelings, that shows more sympathy, which I think most women do that. I have found in my life that the men that I know have known, like my dad and friends, have always been a little bit more abrupt. The women have always had sympathy and tried to word things where you learn and it doesn't hurt your feelings. Let's go down a few cards. Let's see where this one leads us. This one, the kids are being rowdy and they're playing, so it has to do with energy. Whoever this is has a lot of energy, and it suggests the person likes sports. Okay, it looks like sports playing. It could be football, it could be basketball, it could be anything. It could be men or women, boys or girls that we're doing this reading on. The next one is the Hangman. Now the Hangman, if you'll notice, hangs upside down, and this tells us to take time out and to you're going to be at a standstill right now. Okay, you are at a standstill and you're doing thinking. Notice that he has a smile on his face and that he has a halo. So this is not a terrible thing. It's just telling you to take time out and do some serious thinking. Maybe you're being led in a direction. Maybe this will help you. This reading. The next one is dealing with the Four of Cups. And in this, you're going to be offered something. You're going to be offered either a job or an opportunity, or it could be for new friends, somebody new's coming into your life. Don't ignore it. This man is just ignoring this cloud that's handing this opportunity. The cups represent emotion, so it has to do with your heart. So don't turn this, don't deny this opportunity. Think about it. You are going to be offered this. This one is a man that has turned his back on the cups. He's moving in another direction. So you're going to be moving in another direction. Maybe emotionally it's difficult for you to move in another direction, but you're going to be going. Man or woman, you're going to leave these in the past. This tells us a lot right here. This is moving out of troubled waters. So where you are now, maybe it's a job that you have, you're moving out. It shows the man moving out with his wife and looks like son. It could be a daughter. We can't tell. But he's paddling out, and you notice the swords are there. So you're moving out of troubled waters. So wherever this person that this reading is for is having problems, it could be emotionally, going to be offered an opportunity. You have to think about this. They're a religious person. They're interested in sports, but they're moving out of troubled waters. That suggests that you're moving to another location. It can be another location in your town. It can be a location into a large city, and it could be in another state. It could be in another country. You're leaving these troubled waters. Something, whoever's reading this is, and that you're going to, if you claim it, something bad has happened and trouble is in the way. And a lot of people are moving to just 1 or 2 acres of land in the country because they feel like living in a city is not safe. They're going to have a garden, and they think rough times are coming. And if someone has offered you an opportunity to move to the country, that may be what you're being offered here. It's something you'll have to think about. You're going to have to leave friends behind, emotion, and you've got to get out of the troubled waters. Now we have 4 more cards. Let's see where these cards lead us. This one has to do with a page, and he has 1 coin that he's holding up. So it's going to have to do with shortage of money. And at this point, you're going to have to watch your money. This tells me that it might be moving to the country. It could be, if you have an opportunity to do so, certainly consider it. Don't just pass it up like this one. This one has to do with the high priestess. The priestess is known as, I was taught that the priestess is, consider that very strong woman who has is a priestess, and she is somewhat like the Pope. In other words, she has strong powers in the church. This tells me this person is religious. This is going to be play a big part in it, turning safety. And it may be the person who's moving has a family. It could be a man and a woman, either one, husband and wife, may have 2 children, could have more. They're moving out of troubled waters, and they see the city as troubled waters right now, and that they could raise crops, raise plants, vegetable plants to survive. They could maybe cut the wood in the forest to keep their house warm, whatever. And it may be even a tent. There are more and more people moving into tents, and I've seen some that are a tent within a tent, and that way they can keep warm. I hate to think of people going through a real tough winter and having having to live in a tent. But you know, there are rough times coming, folks, and I wish it weren't true. I wake up at 2, 3 in the morning. This morning it was 5, which is real unusual for me to sleep that late. And then I get messages, and it tells me what to do. This was the message, to paint Buddha and to think of giving and living a simpler life. The next card is balance. Remember what I told you about watching your money, balancing your budget? That's exactly what that's telling you to do. We have one more card. Let's see what it tells us. This has to do with judgment. And you'll see, you know, in the Bible they talk about Judgment Day and when we've died. And these people all have passed away. And you will see that they're opening the coffins and they're starting a new life. Now that does not mean that it's Judgment Day according to the Bible. It means this card says Judgment Day. Now you're turning your back on what you see and you're starting a new life. In other words, the judgment gives you a new life. You're forgiven all the mistakes that you might have made, and you're moving in a new way. So I see a religious person. I see a person who's interested in sports. It could be a family, man or woman, or a married couple, children. They're moving out of troubled waters. This suggests the family. And they're going to be moving. And what I'm getting from this is to the country. An acre or 2 of land. They're going to be able to raise chickens on it, perhaps quail, maybe rabbits, could have a few pigs. You know, I don't know what all you would have and what interests you. But it is making a change. I hope this helps you. And if you'd like to subscribe to my station, I'd appreciate it. I have 54 games and readings, and I'm trying to create new boards all the time to help you learn. I hope this has helped you, and see if you claim this. If you do, let me know that this fits you, your reading. Thank you so much, and goodbye.